Hi everybody, it's Grim. Welcome back to more Dragon Quest Niner. Are you feeling good, everybody? You feeling good today? That's good to hear. I'm assuming you said you were feeling well. Alright. We are continuing the post-game shenanigans today. What are we doing today? Well, most people would tell you, if you're playing the post-game in Dragon Quest 9, to go out grotto grinding right now, but nah, I'm not feeling that, man. The whole grinding thing, we're gonna save that as like a last resort. Well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show some of it, but not today. Today, we're gonna start killing legacy bosses. Some of you vets of Dragon Quest 9 are probably like, Grim, you can't start killing legacy bosses down there, too tough! You're wrong. You're wrong, sir, if you were actually saying that. I don't know if you're actually saying that. Anyway, we're gonna take on Baramos today. He's probably he's the easiest of them all, so it's not a big deal. Anyway, talk to the skeleton. There's no reply, it's just a corpse. What do you know? Oh, but it has a scrap of paper. Let's read it. In pirate voice.
Arr, it be I, the ex-pirate Brian! Dear Captain, the only captain as I shall ever serve or wish to serve. The same captain as when a boatload of our shipmates was washed away by a tidal wave, still returned to his mistress, the sea Bjorg. I write ye in hope that ye finally come ashore at the place as was marked on the treasure map we found. A Bjorg, and I pray that the dastardly Stella marauders, whose beady eyes was set on that self-same map, never caught up with ye. Even now, with me pirating days behind me, and death at mid-oar, I can't help but wonder if the voyage ended in a success. Should anyone find this letter, I beg of ye, seek out the captain, and put an old seafaring soul to rest.
You've received a quest to fulfill Brian's dying wish. I feel like they named him Brian purely because it rhymes with dying. And there's no other reason for that name. How many pirates do you know named Brian? Seems like such a weird common name for a pirate. What's a pirate name? Like, I don't know. Puck? Is Puck a pirate name? Seems like a pirate name. Anyway, you gotta go out and kill Stella marauders. They're in that one cave where the whale was last episode. So, oh my god, there's one right there. Holy shit, how did I get to it so fast? Well, it's called editing, friends. That's how it works. Get used to that. There's gonna be quite a bit of editing magic teleportation going on this episode, so try to keep up.
I finally tracked down the whereabouts of the bounty, yet there be no tidings of joy. Not one of me shipmates is left standing to share in a drop of rum and merriment. Bjarg. If they haven't been me guide and compass from their watery graves, then I'm no pirate. And old Brian, lost of hope and old spirit of adventure as he was, I wonder if I's ever in his thoughts.
You are, friend.
Ah, me shipmates, me hearties, they're all the treasure of seafaring dogs such as I could ever hope for.
Grim can't make out anymore. Aww. Aww, isn't that adorable? The pirates, the only treasure they needed was friendship. That is adorable. Oh, life lesson kick this day. That's the only treasure you need, friends. The treasure of friendship. Unless, you know, if you like being poor, I guess. There you go. Let's talk to the skeleton again. Let's read the captain's letter to him. Oh my god.
Captain! I never thought I'd be hearing me dear old captain's last words as a salty skeleton. Thank ye, now I can rest in peace at last. The letter, the map, as I suppose ye'd call it, that be yours now. Happy blundering, ye scurvy young swab. Bjarg! I'll be praying that you lay your hands on all the treasures we never did. Bjarg.
Okay, bye, Ghosty. Cool, we beat the quest. Why did we beat this quest, you may be asking? Well, closure on pirate stuff. And Baramos' map, oh my god. Yeah, that's how you unlock, Legacy Boss Baramos. That's right. Good job, Grim. You did it. You conveyed information today. Yes. Alright, let's go beat him up. Except, you know what? Through magical editing powers, off screen, I have beaten him 14 times. And then leveled him up to level 15. Because that is how the legacy bosses work in this game. You can fight them, and then afterwards, you can either take the experience for yourself, which is a hefty amount, or you can let the boss have the experience points, which levels them up. And you're probably asking, why would I want to level up the boss? That's a good question. You get better loots from him if you level him up. But honestly, I only level up to like level 15 because that's when they start dropping maps to other legacy bosses. And then beyond that, I don't really care. But yeah, that is why you level up these bosses. So I leveled this one up to 15 ahead of time because fighting them at level 1 is not challenging. They have like no abilities at level 1. It's kind of a crapshoot. We gotta make Baramos a little challenging. Oh, let's listen to his dialogue. It's so good.
So thou hast finally made it here, eh, Grim? But alas, too soon, for thou and thine do not yet know thyselves well enough to oppose the arch-fiend, Baramos. Thou wilt regret thy coming indeed. You shall be dead for good, for I will surely feast on thine innards.
That's some cold-blooded shit. Let's listen to music for a sec. I love how they got the music from the SNES, or not the SNES version, but the Super Famicom version. Yeah, because the original NES music was, well, it's from Nintendo, so what are you gonna do? What I do appreciate is that they kept the original dialogue from Baramos, from the NES version. I don't know, I played the Famicom version of this game, of Dragon Warrior 3. If you don't know, Baramos is the archfiend from Dragon Warrior 3. Holy shit. Do I have to tell you everything? Oh my god. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, he's the bad guy in Dragon Warrior 3 until you learn about Zoma. But, yeah, they kept the dialogue from the NES game, which is some cold-blooded shit, isn't it? It's like, oh, you do not know yourselves well enough to fight me. I will eat your guts. Well, that's what he says, except in Old English, which makes it, like, super, like, cold-blooded. I don't know, man. It's like, I played the shit out of Dragon Warrior 3 when I was a kid. Ow! That really fucking hurts. But, yeah, I played the shit out of it, that game, when I was a kid. And that was like some of the coldest shit I had ever heard, ever. I was like 10 at the time, so granted, I haven't heard a whole lot of cold-blooded shit. But yeah, that was probably one of the most cold-blooded lines I've ever heard. And yeah, he was also super hard in that game. He was really hard to beat in that game. I won't lie, man. Baramos in this game is pretty easy. But in Dragon Warrior 3, insanely hard. Well, maybe not insanely. You could beat him at low levels if you, like, timed your ironizes out, because he had, like, an AI script that was fixed. And, he would, every, like, I think it's every third or fourth round, he would just do, like, this deathly combo of moves that would just wreck your crew. If you didn't have any, like, multi-target healing, you were boned. You were just straight up boned. There was nothing you could do. But, yeah! Yeah, man. He was tough. This is just, like, nostalgia talking right now. I freaking love Dragon Warrior 3. It's probably one of my favorite games of all time. Top 5, definitely. Do we need a strategy? I suppose a strategy is in order. Let's see. With Grim is like my main damage dealer. I tried to use the Feel the Burn stance on him, which is a gladiator ability you get at when you max out the gladiator skill tree or whatever. Every time you get hit, your tension rises. You can potentially deal a lot of damage, especially if the bosses do like multi-target abilities and they attack twice in a round. You can potentially get up to like 20 tension without even doing anything. You can dish out some punishment, right? Especially if you sap his defense. See what happens when you don't sap his defense? Freaking frog attacks for like 1 damage. It's ridiculous. Anyway, that's what Grim does. Yeah, he's the helm splitter sapper guy. Sapphira is sort of the healer support, does all the buffs and stuff. Fire Force, Hustle Dance. What else she do? Accelerate if you can get it off. She casts Oomph as well. Try to get Oomph off on Grim, and usually have 18 do the double up because she has high defense. And then, so, you know, give her a bit of extra attack power. 'Cause she's doing a lot of damage as well. But she can also do, like, emergency healing spells. And she can cast a buff herself in emergency situations. So, yeah, she's sort of support damage dealer. And then Frog is, like, the oh shit healer / cast a buff. And then, if nothing else needs to be done, he can dish out some damage himself. That is the strategy I employ for most of these legacy bosses. It seems to work out pretty well. I don't level grind hardly at all for this. I mean, I had no trouble with Baramos. Like, none at all. And I hardly did any level grinding at all. I just, like, killed a few metal slimes here and there. So, yeah, it's not that tough. These legacy bosses aren't horribly tough until you, like, level them up a whole bunch. And I'm not gonna level them up a whole bunch, honestly. Because I'm not big on grinding, man. I'm not big on, like, getting super high levels in these RPGs, you know, in RPG games. Oh, some people are into it, and that's cool, man. That's your thing. I'd rather beat the badass at as low a level as I possibly can. I feel like there's more of a feeling of accomplishment when you do that, right? That is why I'm so proud of my Dragon Quest VIII playthrough, because I beat the final ultimate boss at such a low freaking level. It just blew my mind. Blew my mind. I honestly looked at the internet trying to find people that beat what's his name? Is he the ultimate dragon? Yeah. At a lower level than me, I couldn't find it. Actually, I found one. It was some, I don't know, it was like some, like, Japanese YouTube video. But you know what? They're just better at video games than me, okay? The Japanese. Okay, so, whatever. I will concede that defeat to them, I guess. Anyway, yeah. Oh, what does Baramos do? Well, if you've been paying attention, you've probably seen all of his abilities so far. Does Disruptive Wave, cast Boom, does the Fire Breath thingy. If you use them forces, which I highly recommend you do, I tend to use them for defense. If you use Fire Force, then his Fire Breath attack does, like, next to no damage. It's really nice. But, you can use your forces offensively. I'm not sure what Baramos' weakness is. I'm guessing Ice? I couldn't tell you, honestly. It could be, Life Force. I don't know. You'd have to look it up. I never use them offensively, though. I don't know. I'm more of a defensive kind of mindset when it comes to killing bosses, you know. Because you have to when you want to beat them at low levels, which I just got done talking about. Oh, my God. Anyway, yeah. I think that's it for strategy, right? I think I covered all my bases. But, yeah, once again, Baramos. Not nearly as tough as he was in Dragon War 3. In fact, I'm bored. Kill him. Thanks. Thanks, 18. Wow, I'm good at timing those. Hey, you beat him in 10 turns. Not bad, not bad. Not that great either. See, this is the part where you can either give him the experience or keep it for yourself. I'm going to keep it for myself, because I don't really need to level him up anymore in order to get the next map. And the maps they drop is a random drop. So you have to kill him over and over again before he actually drops it. It's kind of a bummer how that works, RNG bullshit and such, but we'll get it. And we'll move on to the next boss, probably next episode. Might check out a grotto too, who knows. Anyway, until then, I'll see you guys next time. Laters!